Hey guys, welcome to Gardening Upbeat and I hope you are doing very well. So your rose plant is not blooming and growing well. Here I am going to discuss the 5 common issues and how to fix them. The very first and most common problem that is found on roses is it has suckers. The suckers are those that grow just below the grafting point and they usually have 7-leaf pattern. For example, here you can see 2 suckers. Please take a look at the grafting part. This is the main joint and anything that grows just below this joint, those are the suckers. We need to cut the suckers as soon as we see them, or else the rootstock, that means the plant below the joining, is going to stop providing the nutrients to our main plant and only the suckers should be growing well. Sometimes you would see the suckers on newly bought plant as well, and please allow me to give you an example here. Here is one of my plant that I collected recently. Now please take a closer look. We can see some new shoots here. Few are from bottom part of the joint and these are the suckers. Again, please watch this shoot carefully. It's not growing from the bottom part, instead it's growing from the upper part of the joining. It's not a sucker and it's a growth on which we are going to get the flowers. Usually in sucker the color of the stem and leaves would be more greener than the real shoot. There is one more very easy way to identify the suckers in case you could not identify them at the very early stage. That is, they grow really very fast. For example, just take a look at this plant. This is the sucker and you can see it's growing very aggressively. So whenever you spot any branches that is growing quite aggressively, then please take a look whether it's a sucker or it's the main branches. If it's a sucker, then please remove it as soon as you can. If you have any doubt about grafting, then please check out my video about the hibiscus grafting. The process is almost similar. Now here you can see the plant is blooming well. If I had not removed the suckers before, the result would not have the same. Alright, let's discuss about the other issues. The second issue is pest attack. You can find lots of pest attacks on your rose plant like spider mites. These are the spider mites as we can see, and they are attacking one of my plant very badly. Next, we can also find aphids on our rose plant. I actually don't have real footage of aphids on roses, and that's why here I am showing an example of aphids on hibiscus. Then leaf curl and burn disease is often seen on roses. Sometimes new shoots also turn to black and eventually fall off whenever we touch them. To avoid such issues, we need to keep applying the pesticide on regular basis. Just recently I uploaded one video about leaf curl and burn disease and how to treat it. So please check out that video to know what to do in such case. I will put the link in description box, or else you can also check out that video simply clicking on the I button on top right corner. The next reason is lack of nutrients. Roses need fertilizers on regular basis and please try to apply at least once in 30 to 40 days. Let me give you an example here. Here is one of my rose plant and we are unable to see even a single bud on this plant. I applied the organic fertilizers and just after 35 days we can see the happy result. In case you are wondering what I have applied, then here it is. Vermicompost 50 grams, mustard cake 20 grams, bone meal 25 grams, neem cake 25 grams and Epsom salt 5 grams. Please also note that at the time of applying the fertilizers, my plant was 2 years old. So if your plant is very new, then please use only half of the dose. Fourth reason is lack of sunlight and water. Roses need minimum 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight, and in summer, if possible, please try to protect your plant from afternoon sunlight. They also need constantly moist soil, and that's why please water on regular basis. But in winter, we can let the topsoil dry out before watering. The buds on your rose plant is going to dry up and fall off if there is any lack of water. But if it looks like that something is eating the bud and it's turning yellow, that means it's because of pest attack. The last reason why your rose plant is not blooming is because your soil is not acidic. Roses need acidic soil, and that's why always try to use at least 30 to 40% either vermicompost or homemade compost at the time of preparing the soil mix. Compost is acidic and it helps the rose plants to grow well. But still, if the soil is not acidic enough, you can use chemical component, something like aluminum sulfate. For one 8 to 10 inch pot, you can take half teaspoon in 1 liter water and then apply directly on the soil. So guys, basically these are the main reasons behind not getting flowers on rose plant. If your rose plant is not flowering and growing well, then please go through the list and see which one you need to fix. Also, if you feel that I forgot to include something very important, then please add your inputs by commenting below, and thank you in advance for that. There is one more thing we should consider. For example, the black spot disease. But I don't think that this is a serious issue, and roses actually manages to bloom well even if there is the black spot disease on your plant. But still, it's better to protect your plant, and to do that we can use fungicide on regular basis, that is once in 7 to 10 days. For the fungicide, I usually use SAF, and dose is half teaspoon in 1 liter water. Finally, one more important thing to note here. Roses prefer dry and warm climate. Humidity in my place is quite high, and that's why even I also find lots of troubles while growing the roses. So if you are from similar place, try to grow the variety which grow and bloom well in your climate. For example, here you can grow the Desi variety roses very easily, and we get very less issues on this variety. That's it for today, and I hope you found this video useful. If you did, I would really appreciate if you give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you are new to gardening upbeat. Thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Have a great time and enjoy.